NCAA college football season is over, and Michigan won the national championship. If you remember, I made a prediction of 8 teams that I thought could win the national championship. Michigan wasn't one of them. However, I'm going to go back and give myself a yearly assessment and let you know how well the kind of grade I'm going to assign to myself based on the predictions I made for all the 8 teams that I thought could win. First off, we're going to start with North Carolina. They had an 8-5 record. They did go to a bowl game. By the way, all these teams went to a bowl game. They went to a bowl game. They lost 30-10. I'm going to give myself a C for that prediction. Next, we had USC. They had an 8-5 record. The bowl game score was 42-28 without their main quarterback. I'm going to give myself a C minus for that prediction because USC should have been a lot better. They predicted to be a lot better, and they had the athletes to compete. But I give myself a C minus for that prediction. Next, we have Texas Tech. They finished off a record of 7-6. Came back to be bowl eligible, and they won their bowl game 34-14. I'm going to give myself a C minus for that prediction. I really thought Texas Tech could have done a lot better. Next, we have Kansas State. They finished with an overall record of 9-4. They went to the bowl game, won 28-19. I'm going to give myself a C plus for that prediction. Next is Tennessee. They had a good season. They finished an overall record of 9-4. Went to the bowl game, completely dominated, won with a score of 35-0. I'm going to give myself a B for that prediction. Next, we have Ole Miss, probably one of the best predictions I've ever made. Ole Miss finished a record of 11-2, went to the bowl game, won 38-25, and I'll give myself a B plus for that prediction because Ole Miss, no one would expect Ole Miss to only have lost 2 games this year, but they did pretty well. B plus. Next, we have Texas, probably the finest prediction that I made. They ended up with an over record of 12-2, went to the bowl game, lost to Washington in a very close game that could have gone either way. I think they could have beaten Michigan had they gone to that game. I'm giving myself a prediction of an A minus for that one. Next, we have Georgia. I think Georgia flat out got robbed. Georgia should be playing in the national championship game. They were the best team in college football, in my opinion, last year. They finished with an overall record of 13-1, went to the bowl game and beat the brakes out of Florida State. Shut Florida State up. There's no more debate about who in Florida State who could have been in the national championship discussion. They were just not that good. Anyway, they won 63-3. I'm going to give myself an A, even though Georgia did not win that game or wasn't even playing for the national championship. Rather, they should have been, and they got robbed. So my prediction technically was correct. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll let you know why I think Michigan won using data to let you to basically back up my thesis.